Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here early morning on a Saturday to give you an update of what's going to happen today. Today we are going to Mexico City to meet the Finance Minister of India, Srimati Niramala Sitaraman ji. She's here in Mexico City to meet some delegates, and today she's meeting the Indian diaspora there. So we are planning to go there and attend the program and see how it's going to be. So I'm super excited. Of course, as a woman, I look up to her. So I really want to see her in person and hear what she says. And if possible, also take some pictures. But I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be possible. But let's see. And a few days back, there was another minister from India, the Textile Minister of State, Mr. Pratibha Margarita ji. He was a very humble person, very down to earth, and he spoke to all of us. We took a lot of pictures. So I don't know if it's going to be the same now, but yes, I'm looking forward to how it's going to be. And I'm very glad to see that there are many ministers and politicians coming here in Mexico, which means the relationship between India and Mexico is getting better and better, which is good for us Indians here in Mexico. So I'm just finishing off my work. Mexico City is around 3 hours from here, from Querétaro. So the program starts at around 6 p.m. So we are planning to go at around 2 p.m. Just in case there is a traffic, we thought let's start at 2, and hopefully we will reach there on time. So I'm just finishing off making breakfast and lunch because it's just me and my husband who are going. Kids are not coming with us. So I need to finish making breakfast and lunch for them. And then we'll be going at 2 with 2 other friends of us. So I'll show you how the program is going to be and if I would be lucky to meet her personally. And I'll also show you our way towards Mexico City. All right. So be with me, and without wasting any time, let's get into the video. So I'm already in my sari. I forgot to take a video because I was busy shooting for a reel for my Instagram, and once I got in the car is when I remembered that I had to do a video for the YouTube. So here we are, all dressed, and we are on our way to our friend's house. From there we're all going together, and I'll show you once we reach Mexico City. All right. As I mentioned, we started at around 2 p.m. From Querétaro with 2 of our friends, and the traffic was not much. Only in the city there was a lot of traffic, but once we came out of Querétaro, there was not much traffic. So we reached Mexico City by around 5 o'clock, and by the time we reached the venue, it was around 5:30. So we reached way ahead of time. We were supposed to be there by 6, but we reached by 5:30, and but we had to wait there because the program was supposed to start at 6. So the registration had not yet started. So we were just standing outside and waiting for the registration to start. After some time, we came to know that Nirmala ji was going to be a little more late. She would be coming only at 7:30 or 8. So we just had to wait there, and we were busy talking with our friends.
भारतीय सांस्कृतिक केंद्र एक सांस्कृतिक कार्यक्रम उन्हें समर्पित कर रहा है जिसका शीर्षक है समृद्ध मंत्र.
We were all eagerly waiting for Nirmala ji, and finally at around 8 p.m. Nirmala ji came along with her team, and that was the moment we all stood up and welcomed her.
Good evening everyone. We are honored to welcome our chief guest, Her Excellency Srimati Niramala Sitaraman, Honorable Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs. Thank you, ma'am. Niramala Sitaraman, Honorable Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs. Let's make this evening truly enjoyable and memorable one. A stalwart who is steering a nation's economic course with her profound
Finance and Corporate Affairs, Srimati Niramala Sitaraman ji, Shri Jyotiranjan Raut, President of Indian Association of Mexico, the distinguished members of the Task Force of Indian Association of Mexico, distinguished members of the official delegation led by Honorable Minister, and the very distinguished members of the business delegation being led by Honorable Minister. We are very, very privileged and honored to have the presence of Honorable Minister here. And this stage has received many distinguished visitors in the last few years. We also have been celebrating our National Days in this very hall. And in the last 3 years, I can recall very recently, we had Honorable Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, Shri Arjun Ram Meghwal. We also had Shri Pathak, Deputy Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, and we also had the Honorable Speaker of the Parliament, Shri Om Birla. But none of them led the kind of delegation that you have led. This is the most important delegation that we have had in several years.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege and honor to invite our chief guest, whose contribution to our nation financial landscape is truly inspiring. We are extremely fortunate to have her today with us. Please join me in welcoming Her Excellency Srimati Niramala Sitaraman Ma'am, Honorable Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs, to address us. Please, ma'am.
Namaskar, good evening. Ambassador Pankaj Sharma ji, Rao ji, and all the brothers and sisters from India. It gives me great pleasure to be with you all. I understand you've been here for a very long time, although the association, with the efforts of Mr. Rao, has just been formed in 2015. I was just checking up with the ambassador that although the community has been here longer, it is only from 2015 that we've had the chance to come together and connect with one another and form an association. And that immediately gives the advantage of coming together for many things, keeping the memories alive, keeping the connections alive, the spirit of India alive. And therefore, I think now there is more than one reason that you come together. And today you've given me an opportunity to meet up with all of you all. I think what I understand from all my conversations with the government is the Indian community here has been very positively and constructively engaging in Mexico. There's a lot of goodwill for us and expectations that more businesses would come here, more of our investments would come here because of the nearshoring which is going on for the last 20 years. But that American countries. I've heard Mr. Rao talk about the items under the wish list, if I can put it that way. Air connectivity, direct flights from India to Mexico, and also looking at banking facility. I'm quite surprised to know that there is not even one bank. I hadn't even imagined. But I thought under the Latin American presence, other than being in the South American continent itself, there would be presence in countries like Mexico. I will have to understand the commercial logic behind an absence of an Indian bank here. There should be some reasons as to why they don't want to be here. But that doesn't mean that the position cannot change. Let me see what I can do talking to the banks. But as regards air connectivity, again, Indian airlines within India are growing at a rate of 16%, if I'm right, whilst global numbers are far lesser than that. The domestic capacities and linking with immediate long distance, medium distance destinations have taken priority for Indian airlines companies. I was surprised to hear, but I can see the numbers adding up. Till 2026, if I'm right, every week there will be one aircraft coming to India to meet the Indian Airlines' demands. Everybody is going for purchasing new aircrafts, big-bodied aircrafts, so that their capacities can be met, the demand within India can be met. And demand within India is not just for domestic flights, but also for connecting other parts of the world. So there is an expansion spree of Indian airline companies. I'm sure Mexico somewhere should fit in the agenda, but that is something which I need to talk with the concerned minister and also with the airlines. Mexico, of course, has a special relationship with India. The Indian embassy is working hard to get many things sorted out. We have invited the ministers and also the governors of the provinces to visit India. Most of them have accepted readily. So I expect next year we will see quite a few provincial governors coming over to India to strengthen this relationship.
After the wonderful performances, there was a yummy dinner that was served too. Nirmala ji had to leave immediately after a quick dinner, so I really could not catch up to that and take a picture. But my husband and his friend, they were introduced by Ambassador ji, and he was lucky to get a picture with Nirmala ji. So after this wonderful program, we head back to Querétaro the same night. It was around 10:30 that we started back home, and we were in Querétaro at our home within 2.5 hours because at night there was not much traffic. I've added some pictures that we took at the end, and I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye.